Welcome back. Currently, our project targets .NET Framework 3.5 to support every OS from Windows XP to Windows 10. But things are going to change now for a couple of reasons. First of all, it is not a good thing to support the long ago deprecated OS Windows XP. Secondly, sticking to ancient .NET Framework 3.5, we miss a lot of features, including parallel link from .NET Framework 4.0, asynchronous possibilities of the keywords async and await from .NET Framework 4.5, improved debugging from 4.5.1, and so on. Let's upgrade to a newer version in the project properties. Anything higher than 3.5 won't work on XP. At the same time, 4.6.1 is the last .NET Framework version that will work on Windows 8. So let's upgrade to 4.6.1. This is a good reason to update assembly information. I've also upgraded the icon, which looks a bit nicer. You can get it from GitHub. Let's add two more settings of type bool for future: music and windowed. The music setting will define whether the music should be played or no. By default, it will be true, but the music will be implemented later. The windowed setting will set the game's window style to either have the window border or remain maximized. By default, it will be false. Now let's fix a few problems that our game has. Because there will be a possible border of a window, we need to change a few properties. Let's reduce both the starting width and height for the windowed mode. We will allow players to resize the window, so change no resize to can resize. Also, you may have noticed that we constantly override properties without even using them, like in this window. So we don't actually need to set font size on this window. Instead, what we do need is to enable layout rounding to remove the blurry effect from all images. So set use layout rounding to true. We also override the style for buttons, so let's remove the resources. Moreover, we don't even need a grid for this window. Now let's go to the Windows code. And here in the constructor, we need to first check the Windows mode. So let's check the bool setting. If bool settings dot default and access our windowed setting, and we check whether it equals true. Then we set the window style to window style tool window. And just to make sure that our window is always indeed maximized, let's set it directly again. Now let's check whether it is indeed windowed. Well, we set this setting to be false at first. So it should start without a window border. So right now our setting windowed was set to false and the window is indeed maximized. Now let's exit it and change the window setting to true. Let's start it again. So now you see that our game is windowed. Well, not everything renders properly, but that's fine for now. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to see more tutorials.